Fellow citizens, in October last year, almost 5 months ago, I warned this country about Leo Brent Bozell III. I said we needed to pay close attention to why Trump had handpicked this man for such an important diplomatic position. I raised a simple but serious question. Was this man coming to South Africa to represent his country, or did he think he was coming here to govern ours? From the very beginning, the warning signs were there. At his very first public engagement in Hermanus, speaking to a group of Afrikaners who applauded every nonsense he uttered, Bozell didn't sound like a diplomat. He sounded like a man who believed he had the authority to lecture South Africa. He undermined our constitution, condemned our domestic policies, criticized our judiciary, questioned our sovereignty, ridiculed our democracy, and even suggested that South Africa must think carefully before taking positions that the US might not approve of. That's not diplomacy. That's arrogance. No ambassador has the right to arrive in a sovereign country and begin behaving as though he is a colonial governor. South Africa is not a US colony. We are an independent nation with our own constitution, our own institutions, and our own democratic processes. When a foreign representative says he has run out of patience with our government, as if he has the authority to instruct us on how to run our country, we must call that behavior out for what it is: disrespectful and unacceptable. And we must also speak honestly about those white people in South Africa who give such people a platform. Racists who invite a foreign official to stand on South African soil and insult the country before an applauding audience must seriously reflect on their actions. If they truly believe their future lies in the US, they are free to follow their families and friends who are already in the US on special refugee status. But they should not undermine South Africa in the process. Our nation must never become a stage where outsiders come to lecture us while some among us cheer them on. Let's also remember something very important. International relationships must be based on mutual respect. When the US expelled our former ambassador, Ibrahim Rasool, South Africa did not respond with hostility and theatrics. Yet now we are expected to tolerate an envoy who openly questions our sovereignty and lectures our institutions. That cannot be the standard. Government must make it very clear that diplomacy requires respect. If an ambassador cannot conduct himself within those basic boundaries, then serious decisions must be considered, including whether he should remain in this country. Because no matter how powerful a nation may be, no country has the right to treat South Africa with contempt. South Africa is not for sale. Our sovereignty is not negotiable, and our dignity as a nation must never be compromised for anyone. We need to stand firm, speak clearly, and defend our sovereignty without fear for the message to be understood worldwide. South Africa must engage with the world as an equal, not as a subordinate.